A person wrote to me that this person has been meditating for 2-3 years with us, last 2-3 years. And although meditations have helped her in many ways, but she says in the last few months, she has experienced many significant changes, noticeable, very, very much noticeable, very important changes. One of the very important changes she has experienced is that now she does not have negative thoughts, which was a problem for her earlier. There was a kind of thinking pattern she was used to. And in her own admission, she says she would generally look at the negative aspects of situations, of even people. Now it does not happen to her. Somehow she looks at the positive aspects and she is able to relate to the positive part in them. This, she says, it happens instinctively in the last few months. Without her conscious efforts, at least for now. She went through a kind of intense turmoil within herself. And then in the last few months, she has noticed this. This turmoil, this negative thinking caused a lot of pain to her, but now she is smiling. She regularized her sadhana. Although she has been meditating for the last 2-3 years, in the last few months she has regularized her sadhana. And although she says that without consciously making efforts, without consciously trying, she is able to think positively. I somehow feel in the beginning she must have tried. Now it happens automatically. It has become a habit now. I remember Guruji used to say, a time comes when we become incapable of doing anything wrong. We become incapable of thinking negatively. Maybe that is what has happened to her. This is the real example of transformation. This gives such a great relief to the individual. And of course, it helps people around her. I think I mentioned recently in one of my talks that this system of ours is incapable of, this system of ours is designed, not incapable, designed to hold positive energies. If we are somehow holding on to not positive energies, dark energies of, let us say, hatred or jealousy, we feel miserable. The soul will not be comfortable in this system. It feels miserable. But the dark energies do not go away just like that. After all, we will be holding on to them. We have to make efforts. We have to meditate. We have to positivize consciously. And meditations help. This person's example is a motivation, let us say. Meditations help. They bring a kind of higher awareness. We don't know how, but somehow we begin to understand what is right and what is not right. we begin to understand why we are suffering. Then we know what to do to reduce our suffering. I felt so happy when I read her note. I thought, this is real transformation. She also mentioned to me that she would have constant thoughts going on in her head, non-stop. They would go on non-stop. It's like a tape running continuously. Nothing would stop the thoughts. It is so touching to know that after the orientation class, suddenly this problem, it just vanished. This was there for several years, she says, and it just vanished. I always feel so happy to share such experiences because they give us so much of hope. And of course, they inspire us. They also make us realize that the rishis are there. They are there. When we make efforts to change, they help. They do magic, I have to say. They do magic. With our own efforts, we cannot solve all our problems. But only when we take the first step, only when we make conscious efforts, they just remove the problems with their special powers. And this is such a touching experience of this meditator. This happens to all of us, of course. It happens to all of us. And this process of transformation, I feel, it never ends. This process of growing spiritually, it never ends. The journey does not end here. It continues because there is no limit to growing. The journey ends probably only when we reach God, only when we give up all the bodies and go back to God as a soul. Probably then the journey ends. This is what I understand. Like I said, such things happen to all of us, but some people may say, I have been meditating for several years. I haven't experienced anything like this. Then I think we have to sit in a corner and think, why? Why does this not happen to us? We have to observe ourselves. We have to check what we are after. What are we striving for? What is our goal? This person was suffering and she offered herself to the rishis. She realized that she had to change. She wanted to come out of this pain. I think that is important. That's what I feel. Otherwise, it is possible that we may not think at all. I mean, we may not realize that we have a problem. We may not think that we have to change. We may think that the world has to change, that the world around us has to change. We may think we are perfect already. Then how can meditations help us? How can rishis help us? We know that the world changes when we change. These are very familiar words. I think we would have heard hundreds and thousands of times, and some of us would have got bored of listening to these things. when we are unhappy, the cause of our unhappiness will always be within us. It will always be within us. It is possible that the people around us, they make us feel unhappy. It is possible they trigger this unhappiness. Maybe they are not what we expect them to be. So their presence, their their behavior may trigger this feeling of unhappiness. But as I understand here, they cannot be the root cause of our unhappiness. No external factor can be the root cause. They can definitely be a temporary cause. But even for this temporary cause, let us say, the root will be somewhere within us. Maybe the root lies in our past lives, or maybe our present attitude, or our outlook, the way we look at things. That could be the cause. This unhappiness is not really a bad thing actually, because it helps our awakening. The other day I was talking to Guru Raj. He said about the great master Eckhart Tolle. I believe he said that the ego is not a bad thing, because it helps our awakening. It brings pain, let us say. As we understand here, it brings pain. And the pain brings awakening. Nothing in this creation, that way we have to say, is bad. Everything helps our journey towards God. So unhappiness is also not a bad thing. It comes from the ego only. And it helps our awakening. It helps us move towards God. And when we begin moving towards God, naturally we grow, we become stronger. Then nothing disturbs us, nothing affects us. This is what I understand.